A beautiful night here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards, the Verizon Center. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from LaMarcus Aldridge?
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Rose against Thomas. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. Number 32. It's rebounded by Big Cat. On offense, here are the Wizards. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, just to talk about last season, guys, not only did they have trouble with the top teams, they couldn't even beat these guys. I mean, they didn't do it once.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the missed three from Young. McGinnis against Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That really lets the air out of your season when you, Clark, can't chalk up a win against another team that's down in the doldrums.
Yeah, that is frustrating for you. I'm sure everybody wants to put all that behind them, and it's a new season now.
McGinnis hits them both. Detroit on D, and let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And their ability to generate good, high-percentage shots are key here, guys.
And what that means for them is they need good ball movement, crisp passing, and good spacing. They've got to execute offensively.
Well, those are all the ingredients in creating high-quality shots, Steve, and that's exactly what they need to try to do.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the missed three from Young. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Back to Thomas. Irving. Wizards passing it around. And the foul on Big Smooth. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Thomas dishes to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Young's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And there's the pass to McGinnis. Right side Rose. Plenty of space. Here's Carroll. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Detroit, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good. Cool hands checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Both free throws good from Carroll. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Passes to Big Cat. Young outside. Pass to Thomas. Back to Young for 3. There's the dish to Rose. Pass to McGinnis. Gets it to go.
2 points.
Wizards trail by 3. There's the pick. Young from outside. Again, Young missing.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Number 32, the putback, and McGinnis throws it down.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you need on the offensive glass. That's the only way to get it done.
Rose with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. McGinnis the pass to Maverick. Good defensive work there by Young.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Thomas. And the call will go against Big Cat. That is his first foul of the game.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Jones checked in for Nick Young. The feed to Carroll. He passes it to Maverick. McGinnis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rose. Here's Carroll. And finally they hit one. Carroll's got 8.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
He's taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And Kevin, that was an outstanding win. To get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter, I think.
I agree, and I think most people probably thought that once they couldn't win it in regulation, that they had missed their best shot and overtime wasn't going to go their way. But give them credit for pulling it out.
Here's Big Cat. 14 points from him the last game again, and the shot is good. Thomas got his first basket of the night.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Goes off the big from Carroll. The pass to Maverick. Here's Carroll. 9 points last game. From beyond the arc. It's rebounded by cool hands. Wizards trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Passes it to Big Cat. A baseline J. Rebounded by the Pistons. He dishes it to Rose. Feeds to Carroll. Pass to McGinnis. Gets it to go. McGinnis has got 8 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now, here's Thomas. 8 points his last outing, and that one's good. And here's Rose. Pass to McGinnis. Outside Rose. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Listen, the follow-up jam. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Thomas kicks to Irving. Back to Thomas. It's good, and there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw. The Pistons making a change here, and the offensive rebounds leading to second chance points.
Yep, Kevin, and they have 6 in this quarter. And you know what? That's always a good sign in terms of a team that's focused and energetic. I mean, when you can get to that offensive glass, you're doing some work.
Baseline J on the way, and it's Parrish missing. Wizards trail by 6. Jones dishes to Thomas. The shot will not go. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Rose. Tries again, and Green puts it in. Green's got his first basket.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. 3rd in rebounding, 7th in steals, and they are in the top 3rd of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Pistons. Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is you need to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Rose. Jones drives in, down low, number 4. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
I just like his effort on the boards, guys. It's always aggressive and energetic. He brings a lot of passion with his play in the paint.
You know, a lot of times his numbers don't tell the whole story because even if he didn't win the rebounding battle on paper, you know he didn't get outworked.
Now here's Teague. Outside, Green. The Pistons working the ball around now. Lewis kicks to Parrish. The jump hook picked his pocket. Sprewell, Teague covering. Boss passes to Cool Hands. The shot's good from Robertson.
Boy, that was impressive, Mark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Now here's Teague. Outside, Green takes the 3, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Green's got 5.
Already they have 8 second chance points here in the first quarter.
Number 4, defended by Parrish. There's a good screen. Just 5 to shoot. Robertson drives in. Green against Robertson. Outside Teague. Back to Green. Parrish with the screen on Robertson. And Jones pulls it down. Wizards trail by 9. And the pass to Cool Hands. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Cool Hands got his first 2 points of the night.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Teague with the ball. Jones covering. Count that one. And the Pistons lead by 9. Wizards have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. The 3 gets it to go. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Teague against Jones. Outside Teague. Green kicks to Teague. 5 to shoot. And Jones pulls it down. The Wizards have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Robertson left side. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
And now the first time I called here for Detroit. And the second chance points contributing to the early lead here.
Well, I think it's all second chance points that have made up the lead. I mean, that's what they've done. They've really done a nice job crashing the offensive glass.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. The Wizards 5th.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success from the free throw line, so I would look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Wizards. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Millsap off a pick from Green. Robertson against Teague. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones against Teague. 3 from Robertson. Rebound, Detroit.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Teague dishes to Green. Hooked away. He feeds it to Millsap. Clock at 6. And it's Parrish slamming it down.
Excellent work on the offensive boards.
Went after that rebound hard and quickly turned it into a putback jam. Beautiful work.
Those are the types of plays that have put them in front in this game.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pistons lead by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this breaks.
Tune in next Sunday, December 18th. The Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Washington Wizards.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
They've got Robertson. Aldridge out there with Nick Young. Then it's Jones. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Robertson outside. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Washington. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, there's the Pistons, a half game back.
Well, I think for Washington, you know, they've been right in the thick of things here in the early going. Wins and losses coming in just about equal measure. Basically a 500 team is what they are.
Yeah, a team that's somewhat in limbo, Clark. You wonder which way they'll go, become a true contender, or maybe back to the draft for answers. This season will give them some clues as to which way they're heading.
Kicks to Aldridge. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Detroit.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of these second-chance opportunities out there in the first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Big Smooth comes in for Robert Parrish. And it's McGinnis in for Paul Millsap. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his third foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Carroll passes to Teague. And the call will go against Big Cat. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Carroll kicks to Teague. Passes it to McGinnis. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
How it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Jones drives in. Back to Aldridge. Outside, Jones. Wizards passing it around. Young passes to Big Cat. Screen by Young. Stolen. Number 32. He's covered by Irving. Can't hit from in close. Jones, the pass to Big Cat. Young from outside. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him right now.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled in the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Cool Hands checked in for Aldridge. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Jones. Both free throws good for Irving.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Thomas against Rose. Thomas grabs the board.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
McGinnis against Irving. And McGinnis kicks to Rose. Maverick passes to Rose. Here's Carroll. Right through the D for the layup. Terrell's got 10.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
McGinnis against Irving. Young, 6 to shoot. Irving attacking. And it's good. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
Here's Lanier. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Thomas kicks to Young. Shot from the wing. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Young's got 5. This is Dakira. Back to Rose. Pass to McGinnis. He kicks it to Kira. And the call will go against Big Cat. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Washington sits right now in the rankings. 2nd in blocks, 6th in free throw percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
Man, Clark, let's talk about those blocks because you know what that does? When you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more aggressiveness on the perimeter, and that can really disrupt an offense.
Here's McGinnis. 10 points for him. Rob. And here we go. Washington fast break, and it's blocked by Rose. Number 32. He's covered by Irving. Back to Rose. Pass to McGinnis. 6 on the shot clock. Poke loose. Lets it go with the 3. No good. Now Washington takes it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in L.A. really hoping for a win in that one.
Cool hands passes to Young. Thomas against Rose. Thomas gets the bucket. Thomas got 11.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. The Pistons working the ball around now. Maverick passes to Rose. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. Shot clock at 6. The dish to Kill. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And Washington making a change here. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Pistons leading by 5. Number 32. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Thomas kicks to Young. The feed to Irving. Back to Young. He dishes it to Thomas. Nick Young on the wing. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrow.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of the team ready to fight back into this game.
Irving against McGinnis. Here's Carroll. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now.
Thomas, no good.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Rose with the ball. Isaiah Thomas covering. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. From deep. A rebound by Young. Young's got his third rebound on the night.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Thomas with another miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And McGinnis kicks to Rose. Maverick. The shot misses. Great D that time from Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
Now the pass to McGinnis. Back to Rose. Thomas is on him. From the stripe, and he knocks down the jumper. 6 points for Rose. Wizards trail by 9. Irving drives in. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Chance now to check out the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. To put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during the season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
The Wizards making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Maverick passes to Rose. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball, and Irving throws it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
That's good from Irving. And the Pistons with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. Number 32, covered by Robertson. Here's Rose. Drops one in from the wing. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And it's blocked, but they recover it. Number 4 takes it into the teeth of the knee and completes the layup.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. Once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Carroll kicks to Rose. Clock at 6. He passes to McGinnis. Back to Rose. Here's Issel. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maverick's got his second bucket.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first half. McGinnis the pass to Maverick. Pistons passing it around. Right side Rose. Lets it fly. Nice shot from the wing. Rose has got 10. Wizards trail by 10. Irving drives in. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Number 32. He's guarded by Thomas. They get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Detroit making a switch here. Green's checked in. .44 seconds left now here in the second. 3 on the clock. It's rebounded by Boss. Washington's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Wide open. No good from Robertson. Pistons leading by 8. Carroll dishes to Green. Feeds it to Rose. McGinnis against Irving. Here's Carroll. A beautiful reverse layup. Carroll's got 8 here in the quarter.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
From 13, intercepted. Here's McGinnis. Cannot hit. So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's a lively Friday evening here at 2K Sports. Hopefully you're having a great time watching a little basketball tonight. The Detroit Pistons are ahead against the Wizards at Verizon Center. A team definitely in the mix for the playoffs, and as a matter of fact, if they win this one, they'll move into the 8th spot. We've seen Big Smooth scoring effortlessly against the Wizards' D. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And for the Wizards, they're still gunning it out. Running and gunning out there, that's what fans love to see. A tremendous first half for Isaiah Thomas. He has 11 points and is also helping set the table. Who's ready to eat? And now we'll look at games that won't be tipping off until later. It'll be the Bulls out at United Center.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
And what a tremendous game for Big Smooth. 16 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Maverick out there with McGinnis. Then it's Big Smooth. Then it's Rose. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Tipped away from the wing. It's rebounded by Maverick. Maverick's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Thomas. Back to Irving. And now the Pistons. Fast break. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. Big Cat is checked in for the Wizards. Here's Rose. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Pass to Maverick. Here's McGinnis. Outside Thomas. Back to Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Rose with the ball. Isaiah Thomas covering. Rose, good on the 13-footer. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Irving kicks to Young. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
You can see where the Pistons rank in the league stats over these last 10 games now. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage, 5th in assists, and they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And Clark, you talked about the accuracy from beyond the three-point line, and yeah, they're one of the best shooting teams in the league. It's something they work very hard on in practice each and every day.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Young. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Irving. Again, Irving missing.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And McGinnis kicks to Carroll. The putback, a follow-up flush. And the Pistons lead by 19.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Outside Thomas. Kicks it to Irving. Dishes it to Aldridge. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Young outside. Pass to Irving. Knocked away. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
And here's Young from the arc. Count the bucket. Young's got 8.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
He kicks to Rose. There's a screen. Pass to McGinnis. They get it back. Carroll. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Well, he's shooting about 74% from the line this year, guys. A decent percentage.
And Washington making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Wizards trail by 19. A steal, and now the Pistons fast break. Carroll's running. That's good. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Jones checked in for Washington. Outside Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Robert Parrish is checked in for Detroit. And the Wizards with possession. Just 2 to shoot. No good from Irving.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Detroit, no good that time either.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Thomas goes in. The dish to Jones. Back to Thomas. That's good. Thomas got 13. So it's Detroit now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. The feed now to Rose. He dishes it to Parrish. 14 feet away. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving, good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
The pass to McGinnis. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 15. Washington calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for McGinnis. Wizards trail by 20. Outside, Jones. He passes to Young. Feeds to Aldridge. Shot left block. Rebound by the Pistons. Lewis on the win. Leads him in there. The shot is off. Good defensive work there by Young. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by Washington. Back to Irving. Passes it to Young. Here's Thomas. Rejected by Millsap. Now T. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And stolen by Aldridge. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's been a good one for Thomas. 13 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
Well, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. I mean, he's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
And the Pistons making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Lewis misses.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. The Wizards have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. Free throw good, Thomas. Mavericks checked in for the Pistons. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Detroit with the ball. They lead by 17. Pass to McGinnis. Knocked loose. Irving with the steal. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And for him so far this season, he's shooting 83% from the free throw line. Those are outstanding numbers.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Rose passes to Green. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Green's got 7 points.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. And, of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defy description at times.
Rose with the ball. Isaiah Thomas covering. Pass to McGinnis. He feeds it to Carroll. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot is off. Nice D from Big Cat.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
13 feet away. Gets it to go. 8 points for Maverick. Wizards trail by 19. Kicks to Jones. No one near him. They get it again. Lanier dishes it to Aldridge. Nice D for Maverick.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Jones. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
There's the pick. Thomas, guarded by Green. Rose against Irving. He kicks to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Jones has got 8.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Pistons leading by 14. Rose dishes to Carroll. The pass to McGinnis. The 19-foot shot. Up again. Slams it back in.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Jones kicks to Irving. And again, Washington with the triple.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Passes it to McGinnis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. McGinnis has got 17 now. Jones with it. He's got 8. Here's Lanier. Will not go. This is off the front iron. There's the screen. McGinnis against Irving. McGinnis the pass to Rose. Lock at 6. Shoots the 3. And good on the basket. Book it. 17 points in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Irving for 3. Pistons leading by 18. Here's Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Let's see some of the numbers here on LaMarcus Aldridge. Recent weeks have been really kind to his game. He's put forth some solid performances. First in free throw shooting. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, his focus from the line has been special, and that's one reason, Steve, he's at the top of the list in free throw shooting percentage, because his focus is on target, and he doesn't stray from that. His routine is excellent.
Back to Robertson. Now the dish to Irving. Again, Irving missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 6.
This is great stuff, guys. You can tell he's hurting, but he continues to play well.
Jones dishes to Robertson. Back to Jones. The feed to Young. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 11 points. There's Rose with the 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to...
Next Wednesday, December.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Wizards trail by 19. Nick Young is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Big Cat, and it's Thomas in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Robertson kicks to Thomas. Lets it go from 14. And that one's good. Thomas got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Pistons leading by 17. Detroit making a switch. Carroll's checked in. Here's Rose. Right side Rose. Number 32, covered by Robertson. Pass to McGinnis. 5 on the clock. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 7th assist in the game. Thomas kicks to Aldridge. He dishes it to Young. All alone. Misses off the right iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Robertson. Here's Carroll. Outside Rose. This one for 3. McGinnis slams it home for the putback.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Pass to Big Cat. Defended by Carroll.
He's been the guy on the boards today, no question.
Steve, you're all over it. I mean, his numbers back it up. He's been working extremely hard out there.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. That's good for McGinnis. Wizards making a switch here. Irving's checked in. McGinnis hits them both. And so it's Washington with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And on the way from Irving for three.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
Unloads from 9. Washington with the rebound. Big Cat's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Rose. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Jones checked in for Robertson. And another miss by Washington.
They're losing their composure a little bit here on the bad end of a run.
Yeah, they are, and they need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run.
Here's McGinnis. 5 to shoot. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Gets it to go. That's now 22 points for Big Smooth.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Jones kicks to Thomas. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the layup is good. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Green passes to Porter. Back to Green. Porter. McGinnis against Robertson. Fires the 3. The shot's good from McGinnis. McGinnis has got 17 points here in the second half.
They're in the position they're in right now thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Here's Cool Hands. Feeds it to Jones. He passes to Boss. Shot clock at 6.
Defensive foul. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Cool Hands. Clock at 6. Jones the pass to Boss. Just his first attempt. Here's Robertson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Robertson. And Detroit has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Porter dishes to Parrish. He feeds it to Green. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
There's the pass to Boss. But they get it there. Number 4. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Porter. Kicks it to Parrish. Dishes to Porter. Pass to McGinnis. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. That one a little long. Washington's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Sprewell. Good on the 3-point shot.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
He kicks it to Porter. Pass to McGinnis. Backs in. Second chance effort. No luck. And Washington the other way now. Pass to Boss. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Boss has got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Robertson against Green. McGinnis. From the top of the key. Shot, no good.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Jones kicks to Robertson. Back to Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's McGinnis. Parrish backs down. From 8. Shot is no good.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And the basket by Jones.
Things finally starting to come together for them. The deficit still pretty big, but at least they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they're doing all they can do. Playing tough D, getting stopped, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
There's the dish to Green. There's the feed to Porter. Trying to get back on track, and that one's good.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
The pass to Boss. Misses off the left iron. For Detroit, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Green with the ball. Now guarded by cool hands. McGinnis, the pass to Porter. Unloads from 13.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Well, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Hits the jump hook.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Parrish with the screen on Jones. Green left side. From outside, off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And Young kicks to Thomas. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, the perfectly run fast break ends in the slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Passes to McGinnis. He dishes it to Carroll. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Big Cat. Thomas passes to Irving, and that one's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. They have a 19-point lead. And it's Rose penetrating. No good again that time. Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Feeds it to Carroll. Pass to McGinnis. The good-looking shot from the wing. McGinnis has got 29 in the game.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Irving gets a screen from Thomas. Pass to Big Cat. And it's blocked by Carroll. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. The pass to McGinnis. He feeds it to Carroll. Shot from 12. Good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Thomas sets a screen for Irving. He passes to Big Cat. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rose against Thomas. Passes it to McGinnis. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here.